You cannot fail in multi-level marketing. Right, Brother Japs? Why because a lot of people say, a lot of distributors, especially those who were invited to see this business, they didn't succeed. They thought they failed, but the truth is, you will never fail in multi-level marketing. Let me tell you later. We will discuss you later why you cannot fail in multi-level marketing. But just because our topic is why you cannot fail in multi-level marketing doesn't mean that this is going to be very easy. You're all leaders here. If you're leaders, you know that for you to succeed, you need to work hard. You need to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice a lot. You need to change everything. You need to burn your bridges. Those are the things that you need to do if you want to succeed in this business. All right? How about you, Brother Japs?
Of course. Okay, so the topic says that you cannot fail in MLM, and I can guarantee you that. Okay, as long as your purpose, your determination, your goal, okay, and the matter of consistency, okay. So I can guarantee that you cannot fail in MLM. For the past 11 years experience, okay, I never saw a people failed in MLM. The reason why they failed, it's because they quit. Okay? The
Right.
reason why people fail in MLM, it's because they quit. And
Right.
of course, we are so very sometimes we are so very excited that those people who will going together, those people you're going to invite, that you thought that these people will going to make you successful, or these people will make you what do you mean that leader. But there are people, okay, that you're going to meet in MLM. Okay, so we will going straight forward to you guys. So Sir Christian will discuss one by one who are the
Yeah.
people you're going to meet in MLM.
Yes. Like I told
So
you guys, it's not going to be very easy. The journey to success here in this business is never going to be very easy, but with the right direction, with the right system, all you need to do is just follow the right system and the right direction, then everything will be easy. But like I said, if you don't follow the system, it's going to be very difficult. In fact, this will be the people that you will meet when you do this business. Number 1, those people who will not even come to a meeting. Who among you here have encountered or have experienced inviting someone whom you thought will join you, whom you thought will attend, whom you thought will come, and you will be presenting the business, and yet they won't even come. Who among you here have experienced that? If you experience it, please type number 1.
and
If you experienced, inviting, prospecting, and yet you thought they'll be coming over, they did not come at all. Who among you have experienced that? Please type number 1. Yes, a
yes,
lot of it. Because if you haven't experienced this, then you're not in the right direction. You're not doing the right system, because this is part of the business. Whenever you prospect, people will not come. A lot,
yes,
and I mean a
and also
lot.
Sir Christian, additional to that, some of them are already inside the opportunity, and it's not only about opportunity business presentation, but also like this one. All right, you thought that the person is already a leader, but whenever there's a meeting, a training, some will never come. Right? Can you
Yes.
relate that? Okay. So there are people who already they are now part of the business, but whenever you ask them to go to a meeting, they will not show up.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Second
And
one. Second one is
mhm.
people who come, but they show no interest. Anyone here? You thought they're gonna join, you thought they're interested, but the truth is, they regret the fact that they even came to the office. They even accepted your invitation. All right? Who among you here have experienced that? Please type number 8. They came over to your place, they came over to the office, and yet They showed no interest. Yes, oh.
Yeah, sir,
Oh,
I,
Guru.
Sir Christian, I also experienced that when I was so active that I invited someone. I thought he's a leader, he's an eagle, he's a lion because when the speaker is doing a presentation, he take down notes. All right, he take down notes.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought, wow, this is already a leader. But whenever after 2 days, he will not show interest anymore. You see, that's the problem.
That
So,
person is just pretending that he's interested,
uh,
but the truth is, he just wanted to go home. There are lots of people. When I did this business like 20 years ago, it was very difficult on my part because there were no cellular phones yet. There were no mobile phones. So I was waiting there for like an hour or two, and yet they didn't even come. And others, they came to the office. They showed interest. They were even taking down notes and said that they're going to join the following day. After that, I can't contact that person anymore. So you will be experiencing, you will be meeting lots of prospects, but you need to understand that this is part of the business. All right? This is part of the business that you need to experience. If you don't experience it, then you're in the wrong direction. You're not doing the right system. You need to understand that you need to experience all of this. You're all leaders, you all know what I'm trying to say, right? Yes. And the third one, people who
oh,
join. Yes, they already purchased the global package, the ed packages, but they don't do anything. They thought this business was going to be very easy. They thought,
who can relate to that?
yes, who can relate? Type
Oh,
number five. Number five, please type number five. You thought that person is already a leader, and yet after a few weeks, you realize that you were just wasting your time with that person because that person doesn't do anything, isn't doing anything. All he did was just purchase the ed packages. After that, he did nothing. He was all depending on you helping that person. But you know the fact that, for you to succeed here, you need to work hard.
let
Your
me ask you.
uplines, the
Yeah,
person who invited you will just serve as your mentors, your guidance. But you need to do your part. You will do everything. You will work hard. You will sacrifice. You will learn. You will train. You will attend trainings. Everything. You need to do that. All right? Other things you need to add, Brother Japs.
yeah. I just only want to ask, how many are they in your group? How many are they? So we will know here if how
How
many
many?
people
How many times have you encountered this?
how many people
They,
you
they,
have
they
enrolled.
registered under you, but then after a few days, after a few weeks, they show no interest already. They're not doing anything. How many times have you experienced this?
How many? One, two, three, 10? Many? I'm sure. How many
Many
times?
times, so many times, so.
Normal.
Wow, you're accurate, Abugo, huh?
Eight. Maybe I'm just kidding. Maybe probably this person has 8 downlines. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, that's
Yes,
normal.
all right. Now, the fourth one, the last one. People who show initial interest but give up easily. Now, this you need to understand. You will be encountering lots of prospects whom you thought will be your leader, your eagle. But then, after experiencing rejections and failures, all of a sudden, that person lost interest, lost the motivation. You will be experiencing a lot of leaders like these people. All right, but you need to understand that this is part of the business. We need to emphasize this because the reason people quit, the reason leaders quit, is because they lose the motivation, because they simply get rejected, they fail a lot, they thought this business is not for them because they do not have the right skills. No, this business is for everybody. This is for everybody. You just need to understand the fact that you will be experiencing these things. You will be encountering lots of prospects, your downlines, whom at first will show interest, but then after facing rejections, after facing lots of failures, they will quit. You need to understand that you will be encountering lots of people like such as the number four type of people that you will be meeting in MLM, right, Brother Jeps?
Yes, sir. So these are the four. Actually, it's only four, and there are still many reasons. There are still what they call this key points. Those people who are going to meet in MLM.
Yeah.
But as far as what our experience is concerned, these are what we experience. Okay. So in this MLM, but of course, so you know now. Let's accept this the reality, and it will happen again and again. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Just
but
like
yeah.
just like Sister Juliet here, she can't count the number of times she was she registered someone under her, and then at first showing interest, but then they all quit. It's part of the business, sister. Don't you worry. That's part of
Yes.
the business. Okay.
So, but anyway, since we are in economy driver plan and we are going to expand our business, so let me share, guys. We need to expand also your knowledge when it comes to stages of countries. I
Ikaw na dyan, ha?
know, yeah, I know you are, what they call this, have a target market when it comes not only Nigeria, but you want to target country per country. Am I right? You see? So we need to know first what are the stages of countries because not all countries are the same. Sometimes you target this country, but you have a hard time. Okay, you have a hard time to conquer that country. You have a hard time to push through your business because every country has its own stages of development. So one of the first stage is the underdeveloped country. So this will be a great information to all of you guys because in underdeveloped country, poverty prevails. Okay, very few white collar workers, mostly small vendors. In short, what's happening in underdeveloped country is small fish versus small fish, which means small business versus small business. They are competing with each other. Okay, and since it's not yet developed, that's why poverty prevails. Okay, the economy is not yet fully grown. It's not yet developed. That's why there are problems. Okay, now the next stage is the developing country. When you say developing country, nation begins to progress. Huge amounts are needed to build infrastructure and construct big factories to export products and earn foreign exchange. Now, the government encourages the growth of big corporations by allowing them to be listed on the stock market. So these corporations eventually swallow up their competitors. So what's happening here in developing country, the big fish is now swallowing the small fish. Okay, or big fish versus small fish. So how can I explain this? Okay, let's say for example, you have your own business, small business. Okay, so let's say for example, you have your own textile business. Now, since your country is developing, there will be foreign countries, okay, emerging. Okay, so they are now going to be to invest in your country, and it happened they will going to buy the lot, buy your lot. They will go in, or not to buy your lot, or they're going to what? Build their own business beside your small business. And that's what's this the worst thing. Their product is also the same with you. So you are just only a small fish. The one who will going to build the business beside you is a big fish. So time comes, these big corporations, this big company will going to swallow you up your business. Okay, so that it happened that some small businesses did not exist anymore because in developing country, okay, the big fish will going to prevail, will going to be successful because they have the most what they call the number of money. They have the capacity, they have the ability to buy your small business. They have the ability to swallow you up. Okay, that is for developing country. And the last stage is the developed country. So what is this? When big corporations destroy many of the small vendors, these people may end up as white collar workers. So okay, so when you say white collar workers, so employees. Okay, those people gasoline, those people who call centers, people working in big corporations, whether you are an accountant or whether you are assistant, secretary, you are what? Categorized as white collar workers. So white collar workers are more knowledgeable and aggressive because of their experience. Some of them, they are owner of the small businesses. So with the rise of educational levels and the growth of larger middle income group, we see corresponding increase in demand for more welfare services leading to higher taxes. That's when the big fish competing with the big fish, which means big businesses are now competing with big businesses. So developed country like Italy, France, Europe, US, okay? As you can see, imagine, just like for the branded clothes, branded items, what is Sir Christian? Gucci versus Chanel, something like that. Louis Vuitton versus Chanel or Gucci, something like that. So they are competing. They are big corporations. Okay, so that is what developed countries. So it means although the country is developed, but there will be a result later. Okay, so I think I don't know if Sir Christian can add up something about
Yeah.
underdeveloped or developed country.
Yeah, the reason why we're discussing this to you guys is because, if you really are serious in this business, you will understand that, you're not just going to be marketing your business in Nigeria, but in other countries as well. If you are growing big here in this business, you're growing now, you're starting to grow big in this business. Eventually, you will be marketing your business in underdeveloped countries, in developing countries, and at the same time in developed countries. Now, if you don't know anything about these types of countries, then it will be very, very difficult for you to adapt their culture and how you need to grow your business in that certain country. That's why you need to understand this because our business is global. You're not just doing this business here in Nigeria. Time will come that once your business grows, you will be networking. Your network will grow in these types of countries: underdeveloped countries, developing countries, and developed countries. And you need to know how to manage those countries. All right, so as early as now, you should claim now. You should claim that your network will not just be there in Nigeria, but in other countries as well. All
But
right, that's the reason we are discussing this to you.
yeah,
Okay?
but I want to know first from all of you guys, since you know Nigeria, what is your perspective? What is your opinion? Where do Nigeria belong in these development stages of
Yeah.
countries?
Where do you
Yeah,
think Nigeria belongs? Is it in underdeveloped
underdeveloped,
country, developing
developing,
country,
or
or
is it
developed
developed
country?
country? Uh,
Yes.
I want to share because Philippines, I think, is now from developing to developed country. Okay,
Yeah.
because in our country there are big corporations are now emerging and they are now fighting with
Yeah.
competing with
But
us.
if I'm going to make a guess, I believe that Nigeria is under developing country. Developing country we're in. Yes, you're right, Ernest. Right, Oloja is also correct because we have the big fish and the small fish here in Nigeria. So it depends whether you want to be the big fish or the small fish, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Now, that's why you have the advantage because from our theme, from our what they call this brand, economy driver,
Yes.
you're going to drive the economy of Nigeria from developing to become developed country. Okay.
Yes.
Now, so since there is now developed country, the result is there will be a lot of white collar workers. So it means since there are a lot of white collar workers, as what I've said, so Sir Jobs, what are the examples of white collar workers of those employed? Okay, those people working in corporate, okay, or corporate jobs, whether secretary, okay, janitor, okay, so they are white collar workers. So their demands for better wages and benefits will lead to higher taxes and inflation. Okay, so this country or the country is rich, but the people are poor. Why? And the dream of buying a house will remain to be a dream because wages cannot keep up with the inflation. Wow, inflation is very what they call this rampant now here in Nigeria, and a salary will not give one financial freedom. And working for other people is like sowing seeds in other people's fields. Okay, do
Right.
you agree with this? So this is white collar workers. So it means in a developed country, it's very good. Okay, big businesses, but it will end up like this. This will be the results. White collar workers. Now, and for the probably, I don't know, Sir Christian, you may add up
Oh, no, no,
something.
it's okay. It's okay. Go on, go
Okay.
on.
So, and for the small and medium businesses, this will going to be the result. The businesses will find it harder to exist, and many who made money during the developing stages may lose everything because they are unable to adjust to changing markets. Just
Yes.
like what happened last year, some businesses they were so excited at the verge of January, New Year, they have the new business, but because when pandemic hits, they unable to adjust, okay, to changing markets, and some develop businesses already because of their marketing, because of their strategy. What happened? Some of them, even they are small or medium businesses, they lose everything. Okay, because the reason is they cannot adjust. All right. So
Actually, here in the Philippines, a lot of businesses closed down during the pandemic. It's not just there in Nigeria. A lot of people lost their jobs because of the pandemic crisis. Because it's very hard to adapt, especially when you're in a crisis. Good thing that you're in a business where we are in a pandemic proof. We are in a pandemic proof business that we have a system, we have online marketing that you can use. I know there in Nigeria, you're now doing physical events. You're doing offline marketing, but you need to add more knowledge on top of you doing offline marketing. When you're at home, you're doing nothing. You can do online marketing as well. That's how you grow your network. That's how you open up business in other countries. You can never do offline marketing opening business in other countries. The only way to do that is to do online marketing. Sure, there in Nigeria, do offline marketing. That's not a problem. But like I said, as time goes by and when your network grows bigger and bigger and bigger, time will come that you will be opening up business. You'll be opening up new networks in other countries. And that's when you do that. And that's when you do online marketing. That's how you adapt. Good thing you're in Alliance in Motion Global. Why? Because you will never experience this. Because we already have the right platform, the right system, the right direction. All you have to do is just follow it. Okay?
oh, that's what I've said, Sir Christian. If you want to go bigger, do not just only focus on offline. Make it offline and online.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Why? As far as social media is concerned, imagine Facebook is also adjusting. Okay, they have now this theme metaverse, and it will make your business more easy on that. Okay, so I do not have any idea regarding about that, but when that happened, I'm sure it will be a big help for your business via online. Okay, so since now you have understand the developing countries, what is the comparison of the stages, then the results. Now, this time, I'm going to share it with you guys why MLM is more advantage than employment. Okay, we're not against employment. Yes, employment is very good. Okay, employment is very good, but there are limitations. Okay, there are limitations on that. So number one is that corporate jobs are not abundantly available because of continuous downsizing. And considering the pandemic that emerging right now, there are a lot of corporate jobs, okay, who or declared bankruptcy. Okay, a lot. Okay, not only small businesses, there are also big businesses. Me, even me, I was also surprised that in Philippines, Shangri-La Hotel, one of the restaurants, it closed. Okay, Shangri-La is the one of the best five-star hotel there, but one of their hotels there, they closed because they cannot manage it anymore. Okay,
Yeah.
continuous downsizing affected by the economy. Second, corporate jobs are not necessarily what you want because They may be no opening yet for the job you like. Yes, you want to be what they call this. You want to become a secretary. Do you want to become a sales associate? But it's not opening yet. All right, that's the problem. It's only limited. Okay.
That's why
Also,
you're
corporate.
always stressed. When you do your job, when you're in your work, you're always stressed. Why? Because you don't love what you're doing. You just have no choice because you need to earn on a monthly basis, right? But you don't
Yes.
love what you're doing because it's not your passion. That's why every time you go home, you feel stressed. Right? It's like you're not happy with what you're doing because you're working for someone else. You're working for someone else. You're building the dream of that person and not you. That's the difference between you being an employee and you being a networker. Later on, we're gonna discuss that further.
And yes, in this one of the example here is that no opening yet for the job for you. So tendency they will look another job, although the salary is not good enough, but because the demand for their personal life is that they want to pay something, a rental, they will just what grab it. It's because
Right.
is the people are now what they call this stressed or pressured about their payables. That's why they end up on the job that they do not like it. So corporate jobs also are not based on your time because they have fixed office hours. Yes. So when your boss says 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 6,
Yeah.
you don't have any argument with that. People working in the job and the corporate world are paid now not based on your worth. They are paid based on their what they call this job description. Okay, so
Right.
don't have any argument with your boss regarding with that. So speed of your corporate job is not based on your time because of your regular performance expectations and appraisal system. So if you want to become supervisor, there will be a lot of evaluations, there will be a lot of
Yeah.
performance expectations. Unlike
Mhm.
in M&M, if you want to reach silver executive, gold executive, in just only a matter of 1 week, a matter of 1 month, you can make yourself what promote in these stages, okay, in the promotion. All right. So these are the negative effects or negative side of employment. Okay.
Yes. Just like when you're an employee, you don't dictate. You don't tell your boss, "Hey, boss, this is the kind of salary that I want." It's not you who will decide the amount of salary that you will be taking. All right. Unlike in MLM, and unlike in AIM Global in Ed Plan, you will decide the amount of income you want, which will be based on the level of work, the level of effort that you put in doing network marketing, doing AIM Global. You will decide. It's you who will decide what what do you call this? If you want to become a silver executive, a gold executive, or a global ambassador, it's you who will decide that, not your upline. It will always be you.
That's true.
All
That's true.
right.
Okay. So what else? Corporate jobs never pay you what you are really worth. And that's what I mentioned a while ago. What your
Yeah.
job is worth because of the concept of job qualification and pricing. The CEO of the firm always get the highest pay, while the come rank and file employee will never get paid higher than the company CEO. Yes, as you can we mentioned this in our training ASAP, okay? In the pyramid, okay? The pyramid scheme,
Yeah.
you see that those rank and file cannot overtake the CEO, the supervisor. It's because of the system, okay?
I
And
like
of
I
course,
like
yes,
I like what Sister Angela said here. AIM Global gives a blank check.
that's
That
true.
is correct.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Because
You know.
the moment you start the business, you were given a blank check and you will going to write how much money you want to earn. And it's
Well,
up to you. How are you going to work out on that, let's say 1
yes.
million or 2
Right.
million naira. Okay. But here, no matter how intelligent you are, but if your job, how no matter how hard worker you are, if your job is this janitor, you will be paid based on janitor salary grade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Okay. And the reason is it's because of the corporate job rank and file or corporate rank and file do not get to leverage their time and effort through other people. The president of the company is the most leverage, followed by the VP managers and supervisors. Okay. So that's the
Unlike
reason
here
why.
in multi-level marketing, unlike here in EdPlan, you get to leverage, you get to multiply your time through other people. Can you imagine? You need to realize this. If you're in a rank and file position as an employee, you're not going to be earning as much as those supervisors and assistant managers and managers of that company. Do you know why? Because you're working alone. The reason managers in a certain company is earning bigger, higher than what you're currently earning right now as a rank and file position is because those managers are leveraging their time. They have people under them. That's why they're earning bigger. Just like in network marketing. At first, you're going to be starting alone. But that won't be too long because maybe after a few days, after a few weeks, after a few months, you will start leveraging your time. You will be multiplying your time through other people and you start earning money. And like I said, and just like what Angela said, AIM Global gives blank check. Now, you will be the one to write down in the check how much you want to earn, which will be based on the amount of effort that you will be taking. So, if you are serious in this business, you need to sacrifice. You need to work hard. You need to understand the fact that you will be rejected a lot. You will be failing a lot because those rejections and failures will be your learnings. You will learn from those, which will mold you to becoming a better leader, a better upline, and that will make you earn bigger. Okay, so just because you are failing, just because you are rejected, doesn't mean that that business is not for you. In fact, you being rejected a lot, you failing a lot, will even mold you to becoming a better leader and eventually earn bigger in this business. All right.
So anyway, the reason why we discuss this about employment, it's not to discriminate employment. It's because we
Yes.
just want you to. I know employment is good, but we don't. If you want to become successful, if you want to live up an abundant life, of course, uh, you need to choose. You need to choose because employment is you cannot career. It depends on your goal. Okay, it depends on your goal. So you can do part time, you can do full time. So I know employment can bring the needs and wants of your family, but there's only limit. Okay, that's what I've said. The reason why we discuss is not to belittle or not to discriminate, but to show you the hard facts or the bitter truth of employment. That's why if you are employed, okay, if you are doing this business part time and you are seeking for more income, okay, to provide the needs and wants of your family, then I can tell you that the best alternative, okay, way for you to earn more money is MLM. Okay,
Right.
MLM as an alternative to traditional business. Why? Number one, lower startup cost and low risks entrepreneur option. Okay, what else? No overhead expenses, just like office rental, payroll, practically no inventory. Also, you will escape the headaches of traditional business like what? Shipment of products, taxes, everything, rentals, okay? And also, home-based business. M&M can be a home-based business. So
Yes.
actually, to share this, actually, Sir Christian also, I also learned this from Sir Christian that, okay, just correct me if I'm wrong, sir, that M&M business started from a housewife. Then eventually, okay, started from the husbands who work, from the employees, then it will become from the businessmen, politics, and right now sports. Okay, those athletes are now joining MLM because they know how what is MLM all about right now. Okay, well, probably Sir Christian can add up
And
on that.
this is the reason. These are the reasons why you cannot fail in multi-level marketing. First of all, low startup cost. How can you fail? Low startup cost with products. How can you say that you failed? Even if you quit in this business, you can never say that you failed because your startup cost is so low and it even comes with products. You can never fail. In fact, your health won, right? You even won because by taking in those products, you know you can be healthy. Right? Another one, no overhead expenses. Who among you here have paid for the office rentals in among those 8 regional centers in AIM Global? Who among you here have paid for the air conditioning system of AIM Global office? None of you even have done that. Because there are no overhead expenses, no office rental, no payroll. You don't pay for the local staff, for the staff of AIM Global Nigeria. You're not gonna do that. It's the management who will do that. You as networkers, you who belong to multi-level marketing, will never experience paying for the office rentals, for the school supplies, for the payroll of the staff. Practically no inventory. That's why you cannot fail in multi-level marketing. Plus, the headaches. Can you imagine you owning a business? Do you know how difficult that is? That's why a lot of businesses are failing. Because not everyone have the capacity to handle the headaches whenever you do the stress, whenever you do business. And that will be removed if you belong to multi-level marketing, if you belong to Alliance in Motion Global. Because we have the system. Just like what I said a while ago, the management was the one who created the system in the right direction and the platform so that you won't be experiencing those headaches. It is the BODs who are managing those headaches and stress so that you won't experience those things. And lastly, home-based business. Can you imagine doing this business, going outside doing this business, and once you go home, you can still do this business because we have the home-based business. Where can you find a company where you can do this business 24 hours with the right platform, with the right system, with the right direction? Where can you find that kind of business with low startup cost? That's why you cannot fail in this business. You cannot fail in multi-level marketing. Okay?
Only those who quit, sir.
Yes, only those who quit. And it's not the company's fault. The company is never telling them to quit this business. It is their decision. But those who did not quit, such as your upline brother, often book. Can you imagine the kind of life that he has right now simply because he did not quit? Simply because he saw the right direction. He saw the vision. He worked hard for it. He sacrificed for it. And if only you do what he did, definitely the kind of life that he has right now, you will be experiencing too. It's just a matter of how bad you want it. Okay? Now, next slide.
That's why MLM as a perfect business can give you freedom, security, fair, no risks. You can do it part-time, okay? No experience required, portable business wherever you go. We have offices, okay? So international, as what I said, we have more than 20 international branches, and the growth, okay? Growth of your own income, the growth of your team, okay? And the growth of your, of course, your network outside Nigeria. So this is the business that the MLM can give you, okay? This is the perks when you do the business, what they call this, seriously, okay? But of course,
Brother Japs, I want to emphasize more on this. No experience required. Why? Because when you do this business, when you try to prospect a lot of people, you will be encountering people who will say, that business is not for me. I'm not as good as those people who are talking in front of the stage. I'm not that kind of person. I did not study anything. I did not finish any educational background. I don't have any educational background. But you know what? You need to understand this. You need to set the minds of your prospects that you don't need any experiences here in this business. No experiences required. We only need the right attitude, the good learning and listening attitude, the humility to learn from you. because you need to let them understand that when you started doing this business, a lot of you, maybe 90% of you, more than 90% of you, started doing this business with no knowledge at all. But how come you're here? It's because you realize the fact that you don't really need experience to succeed in this business. You just need to have that good learning and listening attitude. You just need to have that humility to listen to your upline, your mentor, and learn everything from them. And eventually, without you even noticing it, you're starting to become a leader. We don't need any experience. No experience is required in this business. That's the most important thing that you need to understand. All right?
So
So,
let me add up also, sir, based on also my experience. So I met up, okay, for me, in EdPlan only, in EdPlan, in our company, most of the people who are successful, 80%, they are less professional. Some of them are have what they call this. They are not college graduate. Some of
right.
them are just only in here Nigeria, a car vendor, hair, wig seller. Those are not professional, but those are people who have no experience at all when it comes to business, no experience at all. Even professionals, even those who graduated, okay, with a degree, no experience with regards to MLM because it was not taught in school. So that's why it's a perfect business for everyone. Because unlike what I discussed a while ago, employment, for you to get joined in a corporate world, you need to be a lot of
Right.
interviews regarding about experience.
Yeah.
Okay, so one common thing for other company, they will always ask, "What is your experience?" Okay, so now
I like what Chizoba Nwokedi said here. You must work before the leverage. Value can start rolling in. You see, that's what you call delayed gratification. A true successful person knows the importance of delayed gratification. Once you do this business, you don't expect to earn at once. That's the reason a lot of people fail here in this business. You must understand the importance of delayed gratification wherein, you need to sacrifice first. You need to work hard first before you earn. You need to understand that. Okay? That's called delayed gratification. You don't seek for income at once. Alright? A true wealthy person knows the importance of delayed gratification. Even Brother Often Book knows how important delayed gratification is. Because when he started doing this business, he didn't earn at once. He needed to sacrifice first. He needed to work hard first before he earned. Okay? You must understand that as well when you're doing business. Alright?
yes, yes, sir, Christian. Now, it's true. Of course, as we know, MLM as a perfect business, just like the Ed Plan 2.0, the economy driver plan, it's designed for long term, it's designed for the stability, but of course, a perfect business needs a better owner. Okay? It will need a better owner. So, how can you become a better owner? Because no matter how good, no matter how stable, no matter how perfect the business is, if the owner is not what they call this, it's not perfect, it's not serious, then you will never be successful. Okay, that's why we need to what? To choose to be a top performer. So choosing to be a top performer, how are you going to make yourself a top performer? So it will always boils down to what? To the choices that you're going to make. So as what here in our key points, our success in life is determined by the choices we make. So you are going to making choices that will determine your success as you manage yourself. So can you please type down there choices? It is my choice. So that's why our success in life is determined by the choices we make. So number one, let me ask you first the reason why who choose you to join the business. It is not your upline, right? It is you all. It is
Yeah.
you who choose to join EdPlan 2.0. So it means if you choose EdPlan 2.0, it is not your upline choice to make you successful. It is also, again, your choice whether you want to fail or success in this business.
Right.
So it's all a matter of choices. So determine with the choices we make.
The reason
Okay?
you're a silver executive now, the reason you're a gold executive, the reason you're a global ambassador, it's because of your choices. Because of the choices that you made. You want to become a global ambassador, you know how hard you need to work. You need the sacrifices. You need to know the sacrifices you need to make for you to become a global ambassador. And you chose to do it. It's all a matter of choice. The kind of life that you have right now, it's your choice. You chose that kind of life. Now, if you want to have a successful life, it will also be your choice. It's not going to be the choice of Brother Often Book. It's not. It's not going to be our choice. It's not going to be the choices of our board of directors. If you want to succeed, it will be your choice. That's why life is a matter of choice. That's why you need to choose to be a top performer.
Yeah. So I will add up also as for Mr. Ofun, the reason why he become top one, top three in this company because he choose to be a top performer. Okay. No person ever climb in that position without choosing, right? Who among you here? I want to choose to become failure, but and then you are in the top performer. No, it's opposite. Okay, everything in life. If you want to become silver executive, from right now on, choose to become silver executive. And the moment you are now silver, choose again to become gold and become global ambassador. And from that choices, you will what? Your motivation will go out, okay, your inspiration, everything, because you see already the what, the bigger picture. Okay, so you choose
Exactly.
to be like that. Now it is a fact that you can tailor make the situations in life, but you can tailor make the attitudes to fit those situations before they arise. Yes, these are the things that we cannot control, like for example, environment, okay, the choices of other people, the mindset of other people, okay, the attitude of other people, uh, the way they think, the way they act, everything. So those are the things supposedly we are not going to give all our energy there. So it's also like, for example, one of the best example is the COVID-19. We don't ask for that. It just only it happened there. When you wake up, there's already COVID-19. Now, maybe you ask, there are people who did not earn during COVID-19, the pandemic, but there are people who make millions despite COVID-19. The reason why was the difference because they have this attitude to respond in that crisis. Okay, instead of complaining, instead of what they call this self pity, instead of doing that, they tailor make their attitudes to fit in that situation. Oh, I'm doing offline, but since there's pandemic, what should I do? What is my strategy for my business to run continuously? Okay, so attitudes. So there are two types of attitudes when it comes to situations: how you react and how you respond. React is more on negative way.
Yeah.
When you say react, when people hit you, you hit back again. Okay? But when you talk about responding to a situation, instead of complaining, you better sit down for a while. You analyze why is this happen and what is my solution for this problem. Okay? And that's where your attitude will going to be evaluated. Okay? So
In other
to be
words, you will always have a choice whether you complain or you adapt. You have a choice. Because if you're the type of leader, well, actually, I don't call those people leaders if they keep on complaining and complaining. But true leaders are the ones, whenever a problem, a situation arise, they know how to adapt to that change. They know how to adapt. They will serve as a role model to their group that hey, even if we have this kind of situation, even if we are in this situation, we can still succeed. We can still go up because I know how to adapt and I'll teach you how to do that. So, a leader must choose whether to complain or to adapt.
Yeah.
That you need to understand as well.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you know Bruce Lee. One of his famous quotes: "Be like water." Okay,
Yeah.
be like water, because a water, no matter how what is the shape is indefinite, he will going to adapt or going to
Yeah.
follow that shape. So be like water, guys. Be flexible. Okay. Now, considering, I don't know. Hopefully, it will not go in Nigeria. It will not push in Nigeria. There's a hearsay about Omicron virus. So you see, hopefully it will not come here. But another virus that is evolving. So it's up to you now. How are you going to choose? How are you going to respond in that situation? Okay. So all of our life is a series of choices, and what you can choose to give life today will determine what will life give you tomorrow. Okay. It's only a matter of choice. Okay. You are free to choose, but the choices you make today will determine what you will be,
Right.
do, and have in the tomorrows of your life. Yeah.
Right.
So in short, life is a matter of choice. You can choose whatever you want to choose, but there will always be consequences because no one blows you. Okay? Just like what's happening right now in here in the Zoom meeting. Who told you I know you were invited to join in Zoom meeting, but you have a choice not to attend and to attend, right? But why did you attend? Okay? Because that's your choice. Am I clear? Why you are doing this business? Because you have a choice. Why you failed in this business? Because that's also your choice. So it means the consequences exist. What do you mean by that? It's the law of cause and effect. Okay, and that universal law exists. Whatever you do, there will always be an effect. Okay, so choosing a top performer now. The top performer, once you consider yourself as a top performer, you will always practice positive thinking because this is the most challenging part. Why? Because life is not perfect. Okay, the community, the surrounding is not perfect. There will always be hardships. There will always be obstacles. There will always be challenges along the way. That's why someone asked, if there are challenges along the way, okay, you are very down in your life, can you still smile? You see? So that's the most challenging part.
It's actually
Okay?
very hard to think positively when every time you do network marketing, you keep on being rejected.
Oh,
It's very hard to think that, hey, tomorrow will be a very good day, where in fact, 1 week straight, you've been rejected every day. And you
oh,
can't, it's very really hard to think positively when we're experiencing those things. When people try to laugh at you, when people try to insult you because you're doing this business, when your family members don't trust you because they don't trust that you will succeed in this business, it's very, very hard to think positively. But again, it is your choice. You have a choice whether to listen to them or to choose that you need to still to think positively that if you keep on doing this, eventually your day will come and you just have to wait for it. Okay.
yes, sir. And also, sir, of course, maybe some of you can explain your side here, or you can comment there that what is your feeling during that time you don't have any money at all? Can you explain
Yeah.
honestly? All right. Let's say, for example,
So
you have a problem in your network plus personal problems, your families. Did you ever think positively or you think negatively? How did you react? How did you respond to that? See
like I
that the
told you
both.
guys, it's very hard to think positively when you don't have money at all. But mind over matter.
Yes. So that's why it always boils down to your attitude. That's why attitude determines your altitude. Okay? So from Zig Ziglar, our attitude at the beginning of the tasks will determine the success of its outcome more than anything else. Okay, so the beginning of your network, how did you instill the positive thinking to your group and to yourself also? Okay, we create our own environment, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual by the attitudes we develop.
Right.
Okay, so that's it. Because attitudes is part of our mindset. Okay, sometimes we fear because we create fear in ourselves alone. Attitude is the first quality that marks the successful man. Yes. So attitude, either it will break you or it will grows you or it will make you.
Right.
So guys, bottom line is attitude. That's why attitude is not only about the way you act, it's about how you think and how you speak. That's part of your attitude. Okay? So that if you consider yourself as a top performer, then you should practice this positive thinking. Well, of course, we know the negative effects of a negative attitude. We don't need to reiterate this, all right? We know that it will create clouds at critical decision times. Okay, it's also contagious, guys.
Yeah.
It's much more contagious than positive, all
Yeah.
right?
Let me give you an example. What if brother often book here started to think negatively? Starts to say that, hey, this business is bad, this business is no, it's not for everyone, you're not going to be successful. He keeps on saying those things instead of motivating you. It is very contagious. I'm telling you, it will be very, very contagious if your grand upline is the one saying negative things. That's why, as a leader, it will all start from you. If you want to have a big network, you should have a positive thinking attitude. You will never think negatively. Your downlines should never see you complaining because you're the leader. Whatever they see, they follow. Can you imagine you complaining a lot? Eventually, your downlines will follow what you're doing. So you need to set as a role model. You need to set as a role model for your downlines, for your group. If you don't have a group yet, then practice doing it now. Because eventually you'll be having a big group. And you must practice having that positive thinking attitude. Not thinking, always thinking negatively. It will never be very good in your group. Okay, that's why please avoid thinking negatively.
Oh, here's the MLM rules. If it's negative, go upline. If it's positive, go downline. See?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know it's not perfect. There are times that there are challenges and you think it's negative. Talk to your upline. Don't talk to your downline because sometimes your downline's foundation is not yet stable. Okay. So be careful on that. Be mindful on that. So negative thinking blows everything out of perspective.
Right.
See? And also negative thinking decreases hope.
Right.
Uh, you see? Is this in global? All right. Is this the company right now? You see? uh,
I think Dr.
so,
Adinuga is in the house.
oh,
Dr. Adinuga, I believe, is in the house.
hello, Doc. And also negative thinking limit our
I
potential.
believe
And that's true. The moment you are negative thinker or think negatively, you limit your potential. I can guarantee you that. Okay, I can testify that because you lose hope. The moment you lose hope, it's already a domino effect. Okay, your motivation, your potential, you will not anymore appreciate your potential. That's why it limits because what you are thinking is not motivating enough. Okay, so it will keeps you from what enjoying life.
Yes. You should enjoy life, my brothers and sisters. That's the most important thing. You remember the thing that I mentioned a while ago? When you're working, you don't love what you're doing because it's not your passion. But if you have the money, if you love what you're doing, you enjoy life. Can you imagine you enjoying your life and at the same time earning big? I know a lot of people here in the Philippines. I know a lot of people earning lots of money, but then they're not enjoying life because their life is so stressful because of their businesses. But here in multi-level marketing, that's why we keep on saying you can never fail here in multi-level marketing because you will be earning lots of money. You will be helping a lot of people, and at the same time you will be enjoying your life because you have the time freedom, the time to be with your family, the time to travel to lots of places, and at the same time you're still earning. That's what you will achieve here in the Alliance in Motion Global. That's why we keep on saying you can never fail here. That's why you need to choose multi-level marketing. That is the reason why you need to choose multi-level marketing.
Yes.
Negative thinking, that's never gonna happen in multi-level marketing. Once you start, uh, hold on, my son is calling. Anyway, that's the kind of life that you can achieve here in multi-level marketing.
Yeah. So additional to that, I know if you watch or read the book of the law of attraction, you see, you know what, guys, this is what happens to ourselves. If we are positive thinkers, the start you positive, it will grow. It will grow. It will grow and grow. But the moment there is negative, if you allow negativity in that growing area part of your life, the moment you allow negativity, it will goes back again from zero. Okay, and you start again, again, and again. That's why the airplane, okay, the airplane never fly if there's no momentum. Okay, if there's no momentum. So if you are at the verge of your life, you are now positive, make it consistent, have a momentum, because the moment you are doing that, practicing that, you will be unstoppable. The only person that will going to stop you is your mindset. Okay, the moment you think negatively, the moment you complain, the moment you put something in your mind, that positive 100% of yours will now go back to zero, and you will start again, again, and again. See? So, but that choice, it will always comes from you. Right? So it will always come from you. Okay, so what are the fruits? What are the results of positive thinking? Of course, self-confidence. When you are a positive thinker, you believe in yourself and others. As a result, you become more willing to try new things. You will willing to risks, to take more chances. Thus, you achieve more. You know what? There are two types of mindset: the fixed and the growth mindset. The growth mindset loves to explore, loves to risk, loves to explore new things. I don't want offline. I don't want online. I mean, if you want to become successful, I will try online. That's how they think. Right? I want to learn this. I want to explore this. It will give you more knowledge, more learnings. Okay? It will increase your leadership, and thus it will give you more achievements. Okay? Self-confidence.
People
Initiative.
will people with growth mindset are those people who are risk takers. And you can never take risk if you do not have self-confidence. The reason people take risks is because they believe in themselves that they can, there's a better chance that they'll succeed than not succeed. And those types of people are the ones that have what we call the growth mindset. Maybe one of these days we'll be having one training about fixed mindset and growth mindset. You need to understand those things as well. A true successful person, successful people have growth mindset and not the fixed mindset. Okay, so you need to learn those things as well. So maybe one of these days, maybe next month, let's conduct another training if that's okay with your upline. That'll be fine with us definitely because we're trainers. We want to train people. Okay, so yeah.
So, yes. Second, another fruit, another results. If you're always positive, you are always be of initiative. If the upline is not available, do it for yourself.
Right.
There is no event, make your own events. If there's no recognition, make your own recognition. If there's no training, make your own trainings. It means you're just only pushing yourself. You give value to yourself. You are taking initiative because uh, this is not your upline's business. This is your business. All right.
You
You
don't
cannot.
depend on your upline. You decide. You just need to seek the guidance of your upline, but you will decide. All right? Then your upline will say, hey, I think this is not good. He will just be there to mentor you, but you will always take the initiative. Remember that. Daily income stores. Did it come from the upline? No. It came from Brother Often Book. It is his initiative to do it, to create that group. All right?
So also have initiative to detach from your upline, make your own brand. Okay, be initiate and everything, because the moment you achieve your goals, it is not your upline who will going to drive your car. It is you who will going to drive your own car. Those results, right? So take initiative, guys. If there's no training, take initiative to read books. Okay, take initiative to talk to someone. Take initiative to make your own trainings. Okay, so that is the fruit of a positive thinker. Now, persistence. So when you believe that positive things will happen for you, then you tend to keep going until those positive things occur. Okay, so in Tagalog, from Carlo Binaventura, tuloy-tuloy lang. Right? The three words tuloy-tuloy. Persistent, no matter how hard the challenge, the obstacle is, go for it because you always believe. Okay, creativity, be creative. In my experience, Einstein said the best creative work is never done when one is unhappy. Imagine, try to make try to make something that you are not happy. I'm sure the outcome is
Right.
what is a mess, totally mess, right? But if you're happy, everything, your potential, everything will put into place. Okay, because that's what yourself is, what they call this, trying to dictate in the universe. Okay, that's the result. Okay, a bad tree will never make or will never what they call produce good fruits. So what's inside, that is what will always goes out. Okay, if you're okay, whatever you have inside, it will always be visible outside.
Right.
Okay, be creative. Then what else? Leadership. As what Napoleon Bonaparte said, a leader is a dealer in hope. You're the one, you should what? Deal hope. You should what? Put hope to all your people. Then growth, okay? Growth of your income, the growth of yourself, the growth of your network, the growth of your team. Then if you are a positive thinker, you have the ability to produce results. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal, and that's true.
Right. That's true.
Also, nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. No matter how hard, no matter how good our presentation here, if you are in a wrong mental attitude, we cannot help you anymore, guys.
Yes.
Right?
No one can help you if you have the wrong mental attitude. So you need to start with the right mental attitude if you want to succeed in life. Not just here in AIM Global, but if you really want to succeed in life, you must first have the right mental attitude so everyone can help you.
That's why I'm telling you, if you're a positive thinker, if you're a goal getter, even COVID-19 cannot stop you.
Yes, that's
Tell you
correct.
guys.
That's
Okay?
correct.
So never underestimate the power of your attitude. It is what? Our best friend or our worst enemy. Its roots are inward, but its fruits is outward. Okay?
Right.
It is more honest and consistent than our words. Yes,
Exactly.
because of the visible acts, your actions. It is a thing which draws people or to repels them. Yeah, during invitation, during prospecting, why? Sometimes you're wondering why there are people in that person. He can invite more. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's not about the business, it's about the people, right?
Yeah.
So probably he's what? The aura. the energy that he's producing. That's why he draws more people. And
Yeah.
why you cannot? Because why you repel people? It's because sometimes your energy, your attitude. That's
Because
why
of your attitude.
attitude.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe people don't trust you. That's the reason
Yeah.
why people don't, whenever you ask for a training, whenever you ask for a meeting, they just say no all the time. Maybe because there's something wrong with your attitude. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with your attitude. We're talking here. We're actually having training, okay? Maybe there's something wrong with the attitude. Maybe the reason people don't trust that person is because they don't like that person because of the attitude, because of the bad attitude. But it says here that it is a thing which draws people to us or repels them. So as a leader, you must have the right attitude so that you can draw a lot of people. People will be drawn to you. Because we have this is a business of people. Can you imagine you are in a business of people? You are in a business of managing people, and yet you have the wrong attitude wherein people don't like you, people don't trust you. So how can you even succeed in this business? So the first thing you need to do as well is to make sure that you have the right attitude.
Yeah.
And by knowing by having the right attitude, you will only know that if you're listening to your uplines, if you're listening to your mentors. You cannot say for a fact that I have a good attitude. No, the people around you will dictate whether you have a good attitude or not. It's not you. But by attending trainings, you will learn how to develop those types of attitude. If you don't listen to people, then you have the wrong attitude. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and Sir Christian, let me add up on that. As what Mr. Jurgen Gonzalez, the formula for success is mindset plus skill set equals success.
Yeah.
That's why he told us that no matter how good you are in prospecting, inviting, you perfect that skills. But if there's a problem with the mindset, which is the attitude is in there, you will repel a lot of people. That's why people not join in the business, people join because of the person. Okay, so that's why if you know yourself but you are already good in prospecting in that skills, but why people are not yet still joining with you, then it's time to sit down. You need to assess yourself. There might be a problem with yourself, okay, and you need to assess that. That's why attitude is the librarian of our pasts, the speaker of our present, and also the prophet of our future, and that is our attitude. Okay, it will speaks about who you are today, and that will give you what the future. Okay, so it is your history, it is your past, it is your present, and it is your future. And that all sums up, okay, why you cannot fail in M&M. All right. Okay.
And that is it with our presentation. I hope you guys learned a lot from our presentation. Thank you so much. I hope we can be conducting lots more trainings in your group. That will depend on Brother Offenbook if he wants to invite us again, to be part of to teach and train your group. So thank you so much, Brother Offenbook. Are you there? Yes, more training. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much as well, brothers and sisters. Thank you. And I think Brother Offen is doing something. I think he's busy. But that's it with our presentation for today. You learned a lot. Chizoba Nwakedi learned a lot. Sam learned a lot as well. Thank you so much. By the way, this coming December 11, we'll be having a virtual Thanksgiving. But don't you worry, because come next year, come January, we'll be having a physical event. Okay, we'll be having a physical event which will be happening I believe in Abuja. It's, I believe, a recognition rally wherein the top 20 for 2021 will be announced. All right, I'm excited as well. And stay tuned for more announcements, okay? For more updates because I'm actually coordinating with Doc Connie and Dr. Ed Cabantog. There will be a good news this coming December 11. I'm telling you, there will be a good news. So make sure that you tune in. We will be the host, I believe. We'll be the host here in the Philippines. We'll be doing that. Okay, we'll be doing a virtual anniversary, a virtual Thanksgiving. And there will be a very, very big announcement, a good news on December 11th. So watch out for that. Okay, Brother Offenbook, are you there? I think
Yes,
it's
I'm
busy.
here. I'm
Oh,
with
yes.
you right now. Yes, I'm with you. Let me
Yeah,
check
we're done. We're done.
I'm with you. Very busy kind of today, but it's fine. I'm with you. Thank you so much, Salama Paul, for the training, for the support, and everything. It's quite interesting, and there's no other better place to be than this company. I love the training, the impact, and the you've created in our lives. It's really, really a good one for us. So I want everybody to hit the comment on the chat box. Thank you, Mr. Christian and Mr. Jabs. Please, everybody should type thank you for us on the. You have gotten value today. You have been impacted. You have been touched. Please don't stay see your comment on the chat box. Okay, I don't know. Did you take questions today, Mr. Christian?
I'm sorry?
Did you take any question?
Oh, sure. No problem. No problem.
Okay,
If there are
does
any
anybody have a
questions,
question? Okay,
yeah.
a question. Okay, let me allow. I think somebody is raising up his hand. Author, Mr. Ruta, also AR Ruta. Please kindly unmute yourself. I'm asked to allow you to unmute yourself. Let's take one or two questions. Hello. Okay, you can drop the question on the comment box. If you have a question, we can read it from there. So I've learned a lot, 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 I've learned a lot. Okay, so I don't think there is any question here. Okay. Okay, if there is no question, without further ado, I want to say thank you so much. Salama Paul. So
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
happy
Thank you, brother.
when we call you respond to us. So
Thank you,
our
engineer.
team is so excited. Yeah, thank you. We are so excited about this, and God will reward your hard work for
Yeah.
us, for our team. Thank you so
There
much.
will be good news that will be happening on December 11th, so stay tuned because we'll be announcing a very, very good news on December 11th.
Yeah.
I'm coordinating with Doc Ed and Doc Connie Cabantog and Sir John. And this coming December 11th, stay tuned for that good news.
Okay.
January, right, sir?
And I had to talk about the business for home. Business for home.
Yeah. That's actually bad news because they restricted votes from Nigeria. So I don't know the reason. They may be scared because there are lots of votes coming in a while ago, and you know, we're actually really very disappointed with Business for Home because they're manipulating things. They just can't accept the fact that we have lots of votes coming in from Nigeria, and if they restricted it, can you imagine that? So that's the reason. I don't know. Doc Ed is disappointed as well with the outcome because they manipulated things there in Business for Home. So it's not our fault because we know we won that vote. So it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Thank you. I think that is all. Also, you want to? That's all we can take for now. I appreciate everybody. And
Yeah.
thank you so much. This is the best we can go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, engineer.
Salam Paul. Yeah.
All right. God bless everyone. I need to go now
Yeah,
because
thank
I
you.
need to talk to Sir John Aspirin.
Bye. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Engineer Oban, thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. Stay safe, brothers and sisters. Till we meet again. All right.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you guys. See you on top. Bye bye.